Hey, what's up traders? Welcome to Forex Gym. My name is George and this is daily Forex analysis for 17th of March 2020. In this video, I'm going to be analyzing 4 currency pairs and we're going to start off with US dollar against Canadian dollar, Australian dollar against US dollar, Euro against Australian dollar, and lastly we got British pounds against US dollar. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. I'm making daily and weekly Forex analysis as well as videos about trading psychology which will make you a better trader. And we begin with the US dollar against Canada. Starting off with the daily chart, we can see that yesterday we had this strong reaction towards upside. Bulls were taking over, and it also reflects on yesterday's candle. It closed very strong bullish, almost no wick. And now we can see that the price is retracing. This red horizontal line represents the weekly spike high, which price managed to take out. So if it was any orders up here, it should have already taken out, and fresh new orders should have been already sucked in. So for now, I definitely expect this one to go more up. We have this another monthly spike high which has not taken out yet, and that's what I'm expecting for the price to gravitate towards it. If we go to the shorter time frames, if we have a look at the 4-hourly charts of the USDCAD, we have this nice ascending channel, and the price yesterday came up when it took up this high, and it found this resistance where the weekly R1 is, and they started a little retracement. I definitely want to see more retracement on this one before I get onto the long side. And if we drill down to the shorter time frames, let's go to an hourly time frame. If you follow my videos yesterday, I mentioned that I was expecting for this price to go lower, and I was looking to get in here towards short side. But as you can see, it did not happen. The price continued to go higher, and it took out that weekly spike high, and then it has this little retracement, nothing major. Normally have price overreaction when it takes out the higher time frame spike high or low. It has more stronger reaction towards opposite direction, but we don't really see much in here. Waiting for this one to come down a bit lower around where that daily pivot stands at the moment, which is also these highs here. So I'm waiting for this one to come down, and I will be looking to get onto the upside. And as for the entries, exits, and the stop losses are concerned, as I mentioned, I'm waiting for this price to come down here at daily pivots, which stands currently at 139.39, around that zone, and I will be to take for the stop losses, it would be about 25 pips. About 30 to 40 pips you would be looking. And for the target, I do see that this price go up to at 140.40 zone, where we got the another monthly high up there, so that will be the good area to target. And next currency, we got Aussie against US dollar. Starting with the daily chart, we can see that the price is continuing to fall sharply with a very little retracement. If we drill down to the shorter time frames, let's go to the 1-hourly chart. When I was analyzing this currency about an hour ago, the price was still about this level, so I did expect this to come up around where this daily pivot is, and I also have the marker to notify me. But since I started making a video, the price already came down, and it's managed to go quite lower than I was expecting. So depending how this hour's candle is gonna close, which is not gonna happen for another 45 minutes, that's gonna dictate how I'm gonna approach this market. So for example, if the price closes down here, let's say like this, and shows more bearish strength, then I would be waiting for the price to retrace. Maybe as of the first entry will be down here, and for the second entry gonna be up here. So as of the levels, will be the first one at 6100 zone around here, and if it starts breaking and go higher, the second one will be at about 6125 zone as of these two entries. However, if this hour's candle is gonna go and close maybe up here, around here, then I would expect for this one to go higher, possibly even up here as of the first, and for the second one will be where these highs are, close to this daily R1. So for the targets, I'm looking to down to these about 6,000 zone, which is also a nice round number. And of course there is another reason, and which is this is also a monthly spike low. Let's continue with the euro against Australian dollar, starting with a daily chart. And yesterday we can see the price came up and attempted to break this zone where this monthly R3 is, but then it went down and closed just below this level. And now we can see that the price is attempting to break this level again, but of course it's not confirmed yet. We can see that now, okay, it looks like the price broken, but it's not confirmed yet until this daily candle is closed, which is still far away, and a lot of things can happen during that time. And that said, we have also quite a bit of news out on euro side. We have two major news out today, which I will be very aware of trading euro currencies, because it might create a lot of volatility. And last week, if you remember, the for this currency, the price covered 1,000 pips, just over 1,000 pips within 1 hour. This is where this candle is. So be aware of it. This can happen again, and quite possibly it can happen today, depending what's the news gonna be for today. Now let's go to a short time frame. Let's jump to an hourly chart, and I don't want to see for this currency to retrace a bit more. For the first attempt will be down here at 182.60 zone, where we got these highs and we got this cluster here, so that will be a good zone. And if the price breaks that and goes lower, then I would be expecting for the next one at down to 80 to 40 zone. We can have a bit of a wider stop loss for this currency. But it also depends how the price is gonna come down, the activity of the candles. So if it's gonna start coming down, bearish bars like this, for example, then I would not. I would just take a step back and watch what the price gonna do. Again, as I said, be careful trading this currency, because also the news, it can have a big impact on the euro currencies, and particularly this currency moves a lot. So you might, especially if you do not use stop loss, you can suffer a lot, like when that 1,000 pips was covered within an hour. That's quite a lot one. So for now, this is the two entries I'm waiting for, and for the stop loss, it would be looking around 50 to 40 pips. And as of the targets, if we go to the 4-hourly chart, you can use this weekly R1, and for the second target, we can target these monthly highs, where these monthly highs are at 18600. There will be these two targets I would be looking for. The target and risk reward ratio is very good. And lastly, we got British pounds against US dollar. From the daily chart, we can see that the pound looks very weak. It still continues to fall to south. And if we go to the shorter time frames, I'm gonna go straight to where I'm looking at right now. We can see that from the hourly chart that the price now is chopping around a bit, just going up and down. I do want to see from this currency to go push a little bit higher, where I have this marker, which comes to the around a 122.80 zone, where we get these highs here. And there's also a daily pivot, but that's not a main one, because we have, if we go to daily time frames, We have also these highs, oh, not this one, these highs here, so 22.82. So we got these highs, and we have these highs, and we got these lows. There's a lot of cluster here, so that should act as a decent resistance there. So I do want to see for this currency to push higher. Whether it's gonna do it today or not, that's bit under the question, but I do want to see this one to go higher rather than just jumping in. Also, the other thing you can do, you can I personally don't like to do this, just jumping into the trade on the breakout, but if the price starts breaking and shows a lot of strength towards short side, then we can also do that. I'm gonna observe. If it's gonna be very strong, I might do that, but I do like to get into the trades on the retracement. That gives me a good risk rewards rather than just jumping into the for the breakout. But in this case, it should be fine, because as of the targets will be quite far away. I do want to see the for the price to come down and come down. What was the monthly? Was I was looking at come down to down here 2150 zone. So it's still a good 100 pips away, or even you can hold it even further, because it looks very strong towards downside. This is going to be also a good target to aim for at 120.30, which is even further 180 pips around that zone. As of the stop loss, let's go to the short time frame for the hour. The stop loss, if it comes up here, if it does that, then I'll be looking for, so it's 122.80. I'll be looking around 30 pips for that one, and if the price starts break and you just try to jump on that, then for that one you probably give it about 30 pips as well. But for this zone, it will not be desirable, because if the price starts breaking and you just jump in, then for the level of the stop loss would be around here, which is at nearly 12300, and that would give for the break of this one, you would be sacrificing about 70 to 85 pips. That's the reason why I don't like taking the on a breakout, because it dramatically affects your risk rewards. Thank you guys for watching. This was daily forex analysis for 17th of March 2020. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, share it with your friends, and make sure to subscribe. I'm making daily and weekly forex analysis, as well as videos about trading psychology, which will help you to become a better trader. Have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next video.